Alrighty. Well, you live and learn. I had a lot of trouble with different things, and even just before, there's a little bit of it slightly happening, but not really to the degree I used to have. The extreme problems with curvature of cut, and as soon as you got in a certain distance, it seemed that your chain wouldn't cut that well. And I used to get my father to sharpen the chains, and it was we've been sharpening chains over and over and over when they haven't even needed it. It's just the bar. I never used to file it down, so the bloody thing was not level, and that's what was giving me the curves, and that's what means it would only cut on one side, or wouldn't seem to cut at all, and you know, come from the opposite side and it'd start to cut again, and it was the bar all along. Bar maintenance is something that I didn't quite realise how important it is, but you live and learn. And we've been getting a couple of big uns here. So we've sliced up a lot of this. Yeah, she's pretty big. So this is one of the branches that went off the side. So I've still got to, yeah, that should go into a few bits. Still got to do that. I ran out of fuel. I'm surprised I got most of that log done with the fuel that I had. Yeah, nothing like it. I love chainsawing, I really do actually. It's like a friggin' hobby. It's some decent hunks of wood that come out of all this, as you can probably well imagine. That's size 13 US, that boot there, so yeah. So anyway, I really need to develop what they call a thermal mass heater, and I was going to build one once before, and I've really got to develop one so I can get some of these smaller bits, you know, not exactly probably including some of that type of stuff, but you know, really stuff like a little bit bigger than this, and you know, maybe one's a bit like this sort of stuff here, yeah, stuff that's, you know, 6-8 inches across, and have a use for burning that, because it won't burn all night. So what you do is you have some sort of thermal mass material. People use sand, but even better apparently is clay, and I'm not short of any clay, and that becomes your thermal mass material. Another one is water, but then you got steam, and then you got steam pressure build up, and then you've got corrosion caused by steam on the steel, blah 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 blah. So I've got to try and work out something. There has been a open fireplace inside my bedroom, and I went and concreted where the hearth used to be, and you know, I've got cement sheet that's covering over there, and it's a plastic corrugated iron, so to speak, on the outside, and I might replace that with actual steel or more cement sheet, and have something out the back there that I can go out and light that, and that'll, you know, heat up, have thermal mass that'll go for 4 hours or so, and then once that's over, I can just light the wood heater, have the wood heater set up with the firelighters and everything ready to go. And really speaking, this is the sort of stuff I'd probably be putting into it. So, but I've got to make use of some of this smaller stuff, even stuff, you know, like that, you know, only, you know, 4 inches across or something, so I actually don't have to keep relying on all this bigger stuff and then basically have to put in 2 a night, because they only go blasted 4 hours, and that's the biggest bit you can fit in the heater. Maybe 5.5 if you're flaming lucky. If it's hardwood, it'll go for flipping 8 hours, 10 hours, but none of this stuff is. This is all, you know, softwood. So, well, I can get this and belt this into, you know, sizes that, so like about that big. That might give you 3 hours. You know, that'll give you 4 or something like that. You know, some of these go in half and whatnot. It's just, you know, I would rather have something that holds a lot of heat for a longer amount of time. That runs on small stuff, because all the small stuff doesn't really have a use except cold days when I'm not at work, and that's a bit of a dead horse. So much of this stuff, so little chance to use it, so we've got to adapt a heater that will use it to keep heat in the bedroom for a longer time, and we've got to work stuff out. So anyway.